You ready? Live? We're out here in Camden today, in sunny, not so sunny, actually quite cloudy Camden. We've been out and about all in London this whole weekend, and today we're going to ask people, what is happiness? It's a question we all ask ourselves. So we're going to be asking people, everyday people, bumping into them in the street, interrupting their day, trying to get definitions to what happiness is to them, what it means to them, if they've got it, if they haven't, if they have a definition, if they're on a journey for it, trying to capture all of it. So like, comment, subscribe, you already know the deal, and let's see if we can get an answer to this question. Let's see what happens today. Let's go!
Aaron's.
And yours?
Emily.
Awesome, I'm Aron, nice to meet you guys. My name's Aron, what's your name?
My name is Esme.
Esme,
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Still trying to find an answer to the question of what is happiness. I'm here with Zombie Punk. Say hello, Zombie Punk.
Hello everybody.
Here with
Zazel.
Jane.
what brings you to Camden today?
I'm just visiting because I'm not from here, so
Where are you from?
friends.
Oh, fantastic. And yourself?
I study here.
Oh, okay. Do you guys?
From France as well.
Oh, okay. So you know each other from back home?
Yeah.
Whereabouts in France? Right?
No, I
Wow, my geography is terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay. And I've already understood you're from Italy.
Yeah.
So how are you finding London? How are you finding Camden at the moment?
I love it.
Yeah?
I really love it. It's amazing.
Have you been here before?
No, it's my first time here.
First time. And
England, actually.
oh, amazing. How long are you here for?
I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I want to start crying.
Well, it's a great place to come on your last day, and the sun's out.
Love me.
Yeah, I know. I noticed, and I thought, oh, I need to talk to her. Where are you from,
I'm from Brazil,
Amazing. Whereabouts in Brazil?
São Paulo.
Sao Paulo. Okay, nice. It'd be really good to get your thoughts, guys, as part of this project on what you think happiness is and how you would define it.
For me, happiness is when you feel like comfortable with yourself and with like your life in general. And I don't think it's connected to like money or anything. I think it's really like about being comfortable, doing what you like, what you love, and pretty much it.
Amazing. And yourself?
I don't know how you say it in English, but we call moment de vie in French. And I think happiness is when you live the moment.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So living in the moment and being mindful. Try and explain to me what happiness is to you.
When I come in here, everybody smiley when see me, give me money, he help me to get drunk.
Helps you to get drunk, okay?
Yeah, when everybody see the carbo, say, "This is a legend carbo. You are clever. Well done. Make me feel happy."
I love that. How about you guys? If you had to define happiness, how would you describe it?
Well, I think to me what happiness is whatever motivates me to get up the next day. And to me that happens to be the bridge and the music and all the fun we have up here.
Amazing, amazing. Hey, thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
Thank you. This project is all about happiness. What would you describe happiness as?
Yeah, it's a hard question actually. Happiness. When you're at peace with yourself, I guess that's what happiness is. Because I'm a bit in a crisis. I'm not at peace with myself right now. So that's why I decided to come to London to visit my sister. But even though I'm in this amazing city, I feel like that I'm not really happy. It's because I have something inside of me. I don't know how to describe it.
Being myself and like doing what makes me happy and not caring about other people and what they think is just being yourself in general. It's the peak of happiness to me.
Yeah, but she don't say like just be myself like a selfish. It's like we don't want to give a fuck for what people say about us, because too many people in the world just want to put people down, give the sad impression, but we just look for good people.
I love that. I love that.
So it's not just where you are. Like I could be in an amazing place with amazing people, but if you're not at peace with yourself, no matter where you are, you won't be 100% happy.
If you wouldn't mind, and please tell me to shut up if I'm crying. You mentioned there that there are some things that perhaps have made you recently unhappy.
Yeah.
sharing what maybe those things are? What's maybe caused the crisis of character that you feel like you're maybe having?
Yeah, it's because I moved out from my house, moved to Turin to study, but it's been a hard journey. I thought it was going to be easier, but it's not. I'm having some trouble finding equilibrium.
An equilibrium and a balance perhaps.
Because I'm missing my family. Also, everything is new. You feel sometimes lonely because I moved to another city. I don't know anyone. I want to do this. It's for my future. I'm studying to become a dentist.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's university is hard. Finding friends, finding your equilibrium, as you said. So I'm having a bit of troubles. So
this is something that I'm really enjoying picking up in these conversations. We all know where we want to get to, and we know perhaps that stage that when we get there is going to bring us some level of, if not happiness, some level of fulfillment. But we know it's very difficult, the journey to get there. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19, so you're years ahead of you before you're at university, right? You have to do a lot of work to reach an end goal that you hope is then going to bring you some form of fulfillment or enjoyment or form of purpose, I guess. How do you make sure that you are still happy in the moment while also working towards goals? Where do you place goals in making you happy, or do you think it's just an internal thing about yourself? Sense? That's a lot. I've chucked a lot at you, right?
I think you have to really focus on the future, and you work to have something, even if it's not fun in the moment.
Right.
If you do nothing, you're not gonna get your goals. So.
What I do is I look backwards and I remember when I was at this time, and I think, oh, what I've achieved, and I think it's a good thing. And I'm French, I'm from France, and the fact that I'm living in London is super great. I'm super thankful with my parents because they let me give the chance to live here, and I think happiness is
things.
Yeah,
The simple things.
yeah.
And you guys perform out here how often?
People think he's like a performer, but it's not performer. It's just what we feel about the life, what we wanna give to life for people. We wanna just be happy, enjoy this time, enjoy with time. Here, everybody ask for photo, pay drink. We have a speaker, we dance, we doing what we really like.
The problem is that I'm so anxious and I suffer from anxiety, so I overthink everything every time. So even though I'm 19, I'm already overthinking about everything. Yeah, that's the problem.
So many options available to you as to what fulfills you and what makes you happy. It's really difficult to fill that space. So I guess you're already on your journey to strive towards a goal, and I guess you're realizing the trials and the tribulations and the difficulties with that. So how important to you is, say, short-term happiness now, like buying short-term happiness? So things like buying new cars, buying new pieces of clothing, moving somewhere new. How important do you think that is to being happy?
It's really important. I mean, I'm feeling better now that I'm in London, but as I told you, I'm not 100% happy, you know? I have to find peace inside of me to be 100% happy. Because when I'm in Turin, when I'm alone, I try to take walks alone and be happy while I'm alone with myself, you know? Because I'm having some trouble being alone. I always want someone to be around me in order to make me happy, but I have to try to find that happiness inside of me. So to enjoy my time while I'm alone, you know?
It's one of the simple things that makes you happy.
Me would be seeing my brothers and sisters, because I don't really see them often. So when I see them, I'm always really happy. So family in general.
Family, that's amazing. I think we focus on happiness too much or too little?
I think, too little.
You guys have got it down. You're out here, you're expressing yourself, you're doing what you want, meeting people. A lot of people feel, I'm sure you've experienced this, perhaps in a closet where they don't feel like perhaps they can express themselves to the same degree, or they might find stigma in doing so. So do you find yourselves increasingly more happy as a result of what you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Amazing.
100%.
What made you start breaking out of that mold and out of that normal box?
I really think this is my personality. It's like really love who I am. I really love my tattoo, my piercing, my hair. I wanna everybody enjoy this. If everybody wanna be or have one Moonhawk, I would just wanna everybody be what everybody wanna do.
Yeah, I hear that. It's amazing. And what do you think is the next step in that journey in making yourself happy with your own self and being perhaps fulfilled without being around people? What do you think your next step is to being able to get there?
Okay, so I started a journey with my therapist.
I would love that. Great.
Yeah.
Love that. I think that's a really important step.
Yeah, she's helping me, but I know that the real answer is inside of me. So I also try to pray. I'm Muslim and I believe in God, and also meditation could help.
Love this.
Because when you feel anxious, the problem is that you do not think with your brain, like logicamente, with logic. No, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
So when you have panic attacks or anxious, when you're so anxious, you have to sit and talk to yourself and ask yourself what is making you so anxious. What is the problem? And there you find that there's no problem actually. No, either you can solve a problem or you cannot. Like if the sky is blue and it's bothering you, you cannot do nothing about it. No, there's no need to stress or be angry about the fact that the sky is blue. So this is not a problem. And if it is a problem, there's always a solution. Yeah, that's like my problem is that I have too much to study. I just need to organize myself. There's always a solution. That's what I think. So you have to concentrate, talk to yourself, and then you will find your answer. The therapist might help you. It helps a lot. It did with me. But I know that the work that I have to do is inside of me,
And there's never any end to that work, right? You have to always do it. You never get to a point where, okay, I'm solved now. It's always I found from my own journey and experience, nothing about this channel or what I'm doing is about giving advice. It's about exploring other people's versions of happiness. Anything to expand on that, guys?
For me, it started out as a personality, but over time it's expanded into something a bit more than that, where you see people on the street, they're kind of like robots, and they're working these heavy 9-to-5 jobs, and they're not really caring about how they look or what they have in life.
This is amazing. Now I get married.
I'm going to assume it's a stag do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nice. Amazing.
And it's demonstrated these little funny occurrences that happen that you don't see in life. You shouldn't be afraid to be happy and be joking and do something out of the norm. And that's what it's gotten to me. That's what it is for me.
For myself, it's nice weather.
Nice weather, yeah. Yesterday was amazing, and the day before. This is England for you. So
I like it, like this in Camden. Like it gives a feel, like a special vibe. I don't know how you say.
when the weather's
yeah.
like this.
Yeah, in Camden.
Yeah.
Camden.
Right. Moody almost. It's, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you for taking time to talk to me. And it was a pleasure to meet you both. And thanks for being a part of the project.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
thanks.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Last question I'll ask you, based on what you described there, and it's really interesting. God, I feel like I could talk about some of those topics for ages. Expectation and anyways, I'll try and keep on topic. The last question I wanted to ask you is, do you think that we focus on happiness too much as a culture, or perhaps not enough? It's a very general question, and I guess I mean that as much individualistically to you as I do culturally. Do you think that maybe sometimes unhappiness can be brought about by expectation that we should be happy and we should feel fulfilled when we don't? Do you think that we focus on getting to some goal of happiness too much? Do you think there's an important thing to always question and ask yourself, okay, with what I'm doing and how I'm living my life, am I happy? Are we doing it too much or too little? What's your thoughts on that?
What is hard question actually. Concerning me, when I moved to Turin, I asked myself the exact same question. Am I happy here? Why am I doing this? So because for me it's about the study. Studying makes me so anxious, but I love studying. So I'm here and I'm happy, unfortunately, in Turin right now. I know that it will be a time when I'll be happy, but I was there sitting and I asking myself, why am I doing this now? Am I happy with what I'm doing, and I know that it is becoming a dentist. It is what I want to do, but I'm not happy. You know, I'm here. I don't know how to answer your question because I'm here asking myself the same.
No, I know, and that's completely fine. That's completely fine. I recognise you're on a journey to try and figure that out, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And you will get there. You will get there. You will. As time goes on, we all fill in that picture closer and closer, right? So you will get there. So yeah, definitely. And you're very switched on and very mature for a 19-year-old. So there's no doubt. I'm sure it's coming. I want to say thank you, Esme. It's been beautiful talking to you. Thank you for your time today. Find a version of happiness or fulfillment, or if there's a word to put on what you find you get out of this level of expression of who you are, what does it provide you with? If you had to try and define it.
Well, definitely makes me feel happy, and yes, it does fulfill my need for life. This is life. You can't sit at home and do nothing or just live that same old 9-to-5 job. You got to do something in life.
I love that.
A bit more extra.
Love that.
If it's just one,
You only get one life.
yeah.
So do what you want with it, huh?
Enjoy this life.
Love that. Love that.
Really appreciate this being here in London, Camden town. Just for people, it's like, bullshit, it's nothing. But for me, it's the very good stuff in my life.
I love that.
The gold in my life.
Love that. And you guys?
I agree. Couldn't be anywhere else.
Camden's the spot. That's why we're here today.
Yeah.
Guys, I appreciate the conversation so much, and thank you for taking the time. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Hey guys, my name's Aron. What's your names?
Annabelle.
Annabelle?
Caitlin.
Caitlin, nice to meet you both. What brings you to Camden today?
Doing a bit of shopping.
Lovely. Are you local? Are you based in London?
Yeah, we're at uni.
Oh, you're at uni. Okay. What uni, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
And what you study? Oh, what are you studying?
I do astrophysics.
Wow. Okay.
Classics.
And classics. Wow. Okay. So I did history and politics at uni, and you both just shit all over my degree there. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine, I guess.
Awesome. What's your name?
Arianna.
Arianna. That's a beautiful name. My name's Aron.
Ah, nice to meet you.
What brings you to Camden today, Ariana?
I was just wandering around, actually.
Do you live in London now?
I guess.
Okay. I'm doing a bit of a project on happiness and what happiness is to people. So I'm just going to come straight out of the gate with it. What makes you happiest?
That's a tough question. It probably is like being around friends and family,
Sure.
I guess. Being around things that I like.
Okay, cool. And if you had to define happiness, what would you define it as? Imagine if I was a child or an alien, how would you define happiness?
Like warmth, maybe?
Warmth, okay.
Like feeling warm inside.
Awesome, that's a great way to put it. How would you define happiness?
So, to me, specifically, happiness is when I'm in my own bubble, in my own condition. But actually, I think, and I'm starting to discover that happiness is really bounded to other people. So you have to let other people inside your bubble to be happier than you were.
Sure.
But it's very hard. It's not so easy because I also think the communication is the key of the happiness, but we have so much filters and it's very hard
Sure.
to be able to be happy and happy with other people also if it's something that we all crave for.
Definitely. What, you're staring in the sun, so let me just... Sorry, that's my bad. So I guess I'm asking you guys, what gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling?
I guess just doing things I enjoy and like not worrying about things, I guess is the biggest thing.
The absence of worry and enjoying what you're doing in the moment.
Yeah.
And how about yourself, Caitlin?
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that.
Okay, great. And is there anything in particular that makes you happiest? Is there like a special place or a moment or a thing?
Just people that I love.
Okay, cool. What makes you happiest? What's that thing that immediately comes to mind?
My cat, I guess.
Oh, lovely. Pets are a great expression of happiness. It's amazing.
Oh, she's my life, my soul. So
I love that.
she
Awesome.
brings me happiness.
What's her name?
Bastet, name of an Egyptian goddess.
So where do you rank, say, progressing and trying to achieve a goal? How important is a goal and working towards something, do you think?
I think it's good to work towards a goal because sometimes even if it's like hard working towards it, like the end result is always good.
I don't know. I feel at this point, working towards goals is not going to make me happy.
Okay, that's really interesting. No, that's exactly
No, I just, over the past couple years, like,
Has uni kind of distorted that for you a bit?
no.
Perhaps a relationship, or I'm noticing the subtle looks of the friends.
Sorry,
No, it's alright.
Probably not the person to answer.
Bless you, no worries.
To ask, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just prioritize your mental health.
Okay, cool, got you. Tell me where you think short-term happiness, does that rank on making you happy? Is it important?
I'm not sure I'm that kind of person. I find happiness just watching all the art in the walls, so I guess I pick happy moment and happy beautiful things all around me.
Amazing, I love that.
Thank you.
Amazing. That's a really beautiful way to see the world. I like that a lot. Last question I'll ask is, so do you think, as a culture, or perhaps individually, being young, you look very young, 27? 27? Oh, okay.
Thank you for the young.
Yeah, incredibly young. Yeah, I'm getting to that age now where...
He's making me happy.
Yeah, I never get ID'd anymore, man. It sucks. So, based on that and kind of mental health and making yourself, or trying to get to a happy place, if goals are something that perhaps are something that's a bit tricky to bring happiness, especially if you're at uni, I'm sure you've experienced that, let alone relationships and other things, where do you think the attainment of like possessions, a new car, new pieces of clothing, new jewelry, where does that fall on the scale of happiness? Is it important? Is it something that we put too much value on generally, do you think?
Short-term happiness.
Short-term happiness.
Unless it's something sentimental,
Right.
then I would say it brings you short-term happiness, but over like a long period, you'll forget about it quickly.
So
it's not like a lasting feeling.
Would you say it's still important?
I'd say it's important. You like little treat yourself, because sometimes you need that. Especially if you're working towards a goal and it will take time, it's good to give yourself like small bursts of encouragement, I guess.
Love that.
I mean, I think just in terms of material possessions, things that keep you alive are the most important. A house, I mean, it's quite a big goal for most people to work towards. And
Yeah.
We're on that journey at the moment, yeah. Yeah, it's a struggle.
I don't know, the rest of it is nice little additions, but it doesn't truly make you happy, or at least for me.
Got you. Those have been beautiful points to add to the whole conversation, guys. I really appreciate it. Do we focus on happiness too much or too little?
We focus on happiness too much, but actually in the wrong way.
Okay. What do you think some of those wrong ways are? Maybe.
Because we see as happiness what you were mentioning, clothes and very superficial stuff.
Superficial. That's a lovely word for it.
But actually, it's something that goes very deep. So happiness is something that you can find in a moment or for all of your days. But you have to be a listener. You have to be an observer to catch it. So it's something.
I love that. You have to be an observer to catch it. Last thing I'm going to ask you guys is, are you happy?
At the moment, yes. I feel like it's been a long time coming, but I'd say I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty happy.
Love that.
Yeah, I think I'm the happiest I've ever been.
That is incredible. What would you say to somebody who's perhaps struggling, last question, sorry, to somebody who's struggling to understand what makes them happy? Perhaps they're finding a lot of joy. Quite easy to come across people who are very attracted to the materialistic things in life, and sometimes they have a desire to try and find out what makes them happy and what makes them tick, but they find it very difficult to look inwards and to express that. What do you think is a good way to maybe find what makes you happy? How do you break through that barrier?
I think we live in a very fast society, so it's very difficult for people to stop for a second and focus. I really thought that after the COVID we could have been more able
Me too.
to do that, but actually it's the opposite.
Everyone's gone straight, really hard back into the normal
Right.
world. Yeah.
But I really guess that my suggest can be just take a moment, stop yourself, stop your life, and try to catch the beautiful things in your life and try to find what really makes you happy. Try to ask to your inner child child, because we basically don't know when we grow up, so it's something that society imposed to us, but actually everybody's still a child, so you can find the child in everybody, the right part and the wrong part of the child in everyone, so you just have to be a little more careful on what this child is trying to say, something like that.
That's incredible. Appreciate your energy, guys, and thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you.
Awesome, thanks. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for making me happier this moment.
Beautiful, love that, thank you. Pleasure. Hug it out. Awesome. Pleasure. It's nice to meet you. You're a lovely human being. Thank you for today. Thank you. Awesome, thank you.